Alright everyone, it's review time. I'm Grimm from the Bug Out Boys, and the piece of gear that I'm going to be reviewing today is going to be Patriot Leather's Lexington Tomahawk holder. So why don't I bring you in closer so we can give this piece of gear a thorough look over. Now that I got you in close, as always, there will be a link in the description to Patriot Leather's website so you can check out all the technical specs and options of the Lexington Tomahawk holder. And you know what? While you're there, why don't you check out some of their other sheaths that they have for various other knives and carrying options as well. But we're talking about the Lexington, and here it is. And this is how it comes to you. Very simple, nothing detaches, it's all one piece. Very simple, which is a positive. So let's go into those. I love it because it's versatile. These straps back here are snaps, and I don't know about you, but I really dislike having to take off my belt to get a sheath on or off or a holster, and having these snaps makes that possible. Also, the spacing of these two snaps is MOLLE compatible, and that's just perfect in my eyes. Whether you have a duty belt with MOLLE, you can MOLLE this in, or if you just have a normal 2.5-inch leather belt of some sort, this will work just fine. And actually, if you watch the episodes where I've noticed, that's what I do. When I start off, this is MOLLEd into my waistband of my backpack, so I have my Tomahawk ready and available at all times. And then once I make camp, I unsnap it, take it off that, and then I put it right on my normal belt that I'm wearing around camp. Versatility is amazing. Another feature is this guy right here, this snap with the shock cords. And the idea is that you put your Tomahawk in here, you then put this over, snap it down, and the shock cords keep the Tomahawk in place. And this is really nice if you're really on the move, like maybe you're running with your Tomahawk, I don't know, maybe you're in another movie of Last of Mohicans, or if you have this on your backpack somewhere else where you can't keep eyes on it, this ensures that your Tomahawk is not going to go anywhere. And back here, little knots is adjustable if you need to make that tighter. Or replace it, because shock cords do give out and it's easily replaceable, serviceable if you will. The construction, it's leather, it is thick leather, if you can tell by my finger, and it has been well treated that yes, it will get wet, but it's not going to break down on you like thinner leather. The leather is made very well. The snaps, the grommets, everything is made very well. As you can tell, the snaps are nice, tight, secure, really well made, great construction. And again, I'm a little bit of a fan of leather because as time moves on, as you can see, it starts to form to your belts and to you. A nice little curve there, that's my hip curve, and it feels comfortable. Always been a fan of leather. A nice generous opening here for your Tomahawk, so if you decide to wrap some paracord around it, you'll still be able to get it in there as well. And this, they sort of say this is a universal one, and my Chogun Tomahawk from CRKT fits in here perfectly, plenty of room. And they do give you the diameter measurements just to double check on the site. Another positive is that it is made in America. You know, I love that. So let's talk about the negatives. Negatives is that for this little piece of gear here, though custom made, because they have lots of options, is about $50, $60. And that might be a little much for people, but again, handmade, made in America, and very well made at that, rugged construction. But that might be a little steep for some people, so I'm just going to put that in the negative category. Another negative that I have is this retention strap. I started off unsnapping, snapping, unsnapping to take out and put my Tomahawk in, and I found that it was just a little bit of a pain, and I didn't want to, I could have cut it off, but then you would have had like this little snap here. And actually, just a little tip for everybody is that what I do is that I just move it over to the side and I slide my Tomahawk in and out all I want. But if I want the security, I'm actually able to pull this over the top, the hammer portion of the hammer pole of my Tomahawk, and it keeps it secure enough. And then if I really want that super security, I can unlash it so it comes through and it's really good. But that was, I love the feature. I just decided to implement it a little better, but that might be a negative because being that they are really nice hard snaps, which is great, could be for multiple operations. You know, you're chopping wood, you're putting away, you're chopping wood. It might get in the way, but I can vouch that you can just kind of push it off the side like that. You can kind of tell that that's what it does, and it's out of your way. Another negative is that being leather, you are going to want to take care of it. And that is simply some leather polish or some leather waterproofing sealant, some beeswax. You know, there's lots of alternatives out there with oil and beeswax. And you're going to want to take care of it. But leather, to me, especially thick leather like this, lasts forever if you take care of it. But I'm just going to put that, you know, if you like your Kydex or your Cordura fabric better because, you know, it lasts longer, well, fine, but I love this. And that's what I think of the Lexington Tomahawk holder from Patriot Leather. Been using it for quite a while, ever since I got my Tomahawk. I love it. I even use it when I'm not going on a bug out because it holds Tomahawk well, it does its job, and it does its job very well. So if you enjoyed this review, please do subscribe because there's going to be more reviews, bots, pioneer preps, talk in the woods, and bug out boy episodes along the way. And if you have any questions or comments about this piece of gear, please leave those down below in the comment section because I love to hear from you, and you know I'll get back to you. So till then, take care.